Hey guys, thanks for coming back to the channel. Today I want to make a video about my top 5 Star Wars video games. I just got Jedi Fallen Order and I haven't played it yet, so I wanted to go ahead and make a list of what my top 5 pre-Fallen Order games are. So here's my list. So at number 5 I've got Star Wars Rogue Squadron 2. I actually forgot about this game until I started looking up old Star Wars games, and I had this game for the GameCube and I absolutely loved it. I played it so much. And it's still a pretty highly acclaimed game for the GameCube. It's known as one of the best games to ever come out, and actually came out on the launch of GameCube, which is pretty cool. But this game, the flying in it is fantastic. There was also a Rebel Strike game that came out later, but Rogue Squadron 2 sticks out the most to me. It still looks pretty good even for today, so I definitely want to go back and play that at some point. And there's not a lot to work with Star Wars games, and I have very fond memories with that game, so that's my number 5. At number 4, I've got Battlefront II, the new one. A lot of people are iffy about this game, rightfully so. It had a very rocky launch, but it did get straightened out. I have been hopping on it pretty recently, and they have fixed a lot of the issues, and it's actually a pretty enjoyable game to play. It looks amazing. They've added a new mode where you can do 4 players versus 4 players in a war type setting, where there's a bunch of AI, so you don't have to worry about guys with max cards or max heroes running around killing you. So that makes the game a lot more enjoyable for me. I definitely like that aspect, and it lets you get involved a lot more rather than searching the whole battlefield and not finding anybody. It was definitely a major fix, and the game's, it's fun. I've never gotten into the campaign, but the multiplayer part is actually still fun. Number 3, I'm going with the Force Unleashed series. I've been playing those games lately as well, and the story is crap. I think everybody can pretty much agree to that. But the gameplay is very, very fun. Even going back, it still holds up today. I still think, and I haven't played Fallen Order, but I still think this is the best gameplay Star Wars game of all time. It's just so much fun to be that powerful as Star Killer and be able to just absolutely destroy everything. But the movements and everything is very clean, and it's still a game that holds up even today. My number 2 is Battlefront, the OG. I play this on PS2 a lot, and I'm actually about to get back on this one as well. The Galactic Conquest in this was absolutely phenomenal. Something that was missing from the new Battlefront that I think could have made it a very good game. But it's still worth a play to go back. There's also characters in that game that aren't in the new Battlefront. And before this one, I mean, that was arguably the best game of all time. Not my number 1, but it's still up there pretty high, and it still plays good today. The graphics aren't great, but it's still gameplay, it's very solid, and it's definitely my number 2. And at number 1, I think it's pretty obvious, Knights of the Old Republic, probably a lot of people's number 1. Arguably the greatest RPG of all time. Games still to this day cannot put up a game that even comes close to Knights of the Old Republic. It was way ahead of its time. The replayability of it is just fantastic. And I grew up on this game. When I first started getting into Xbox, this was one of the first games that I played. And it's just a fantastic game, fantastic story. And it's something that we need desperately, and I'm hoping that Fallen Order can hopefully be good enough to me that, you know, I have some hope moving forward with Star Wars games. But my top 2 are very old games now, and I'd really like to see some better games come out. So what is your favorite Star Wars game? You don't have to give me a top 5. What's your favorite Star Wars game of all time? Let me know down below. Thanks for watching.